Hi, I'm Ashley and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole and I love the Chargers.
And we are touchdowns
And tight ends.
and we are not experts.
We're not experts, but we are passionate.
Yeah, we're really not experts about the draft, but we're going to
Definitely not, but it was fun and we were passionate.
It was fun. Before we get into that, what are you drinking?
Same old, same old.
I switched it up a little bit. Limoncello LaCroix.
Oh,
it's very refreshing. Cheers. Have you had this flavor?
Really good.
It's my favorite one for sure. It actually has like good flavor.
I feel like those glasses should be our glasses for TNT.
Oh, the Cheers ones.
Yeah.
I used to have two. Maybe I still have two.
When I see you, I'll have to steal one from you.
Yeah, I bought them for like Christmas, like years ago.
I love them. It's perfect. Cheers.
Cheers. I know, but it's like starting to like part of it's starting to come off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks pretty good though. But you're right. I bet you. I mean, Katie can make these for us in like TNT font.
I was just gonna say we should do a TNT one.
I should say cheers and then have like touchdowns and tight ends on it.
I love it.
Okay.
All right. Well, what's new? What's going on?
I am leaving for Washington at 4 a.m, which is why I just blow dried my hair and have no makeup on because I have to go to bed at 8 o'clock.
You're gnarly.
Well, dude, it sucks. So I have to like, they gave me a time to get there. I think I had to be there by like 11, which I'm like, why can't I find like a 9 o'clock flight to Seattle? Like it was all like 6 a.m. flights, or I could get like a 12 o'clock flight and get there at like 2:30.
Dude, I remember having that problem when I was working in Seattle all the time. It was literally like either super, super early or late at night, unless I drove all the way to LAX.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, this sucks. And then I found out that we don't have anything planned tomorrow. We just have to drive up. And I'm like,
do they not let you spend the night before?
I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I'm already going to be out there for 7 nights. I'm not trying to be gone.
It's a long trip.
I know. I don't want to be gone another night. And I was just in LA last week for 2 nights.
But it's your fun trip, right? This is like, no?
It's a really cool event for the store managers, but it's the longest event that we have of the year. So it's like I work from 6:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. every day that we're there.
The one that you guys go snowboarding, that's in Colorado, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's fine. It's just long. Like I've been trying to like prepare myself all weekend for it.
Well, you'll have a good trip. It'll be
that'll be fun. I don't look forward to getting up at 3 a.m. though.
That's never fun.
I was like I haven't packed yet, but I've started to like pull my clothes out. I was like, Ashley, just pretend you're going on vacation somewhere really fucking cool. Like just pretend you're going to like Mexico or something. So you're like so excited to wake up at 3 a.m.
It doesn't ever work that way, dude.
I know, but
you wake up, you're like, I'm going to Mexico. No, I'm not going to work.
Yeah. What's up with you?
Just nothing, just planning baby shower stuff, really.
I know it's here. Like I was just looking at my calendar. I'm like, geez, it's coming up.
I know. I'm getting really excited. I had Sylvia and Kathy reach out today because they're going to be in charge of games. So they were sending me all these things that they're going to do. I don't know. Like,
how come I wasn't in charge of anything?
Dude, we asked you if you wanted to be.
Wait,
said you had a lot going on.
When did you ask me this?
When I first started planning it, you said you had a lot going on, but you'd like to help. So I didn't want to bombard you, but I do need some help with certain things. So
okay, just let me know.
So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, 43 years of life and I'm finally getting a baby shower. So, you know, there's that. So
we should have did divorce parties.
Dude, I know. It's not too old. Now I'm remarried. So that'd be weird, but we could still do it.
Nah, it's fine. I'm fine. We're good. It's gone. So I guess we should talk about the draft. You know, the draft that, I mean, we did semi-watch. I'm pretty sure we both said we had it on in the background, right?
So I think this is probably, well, no, I would say the year that we started TNT, we both really watched it and paid attention to prior to the draft. But we're not college football guys. Like we don't sit and watch college football. If we did, it would just be too much. And every time the draft is on, it makes me want to watch college football because I want to have all, the previous just knowledge of all these players. But I don't have the time for it. And you don't have the time for it. But I did watch most of it Friday, Saturday, kind of hit or miss. And then Sunday, after Sanders was drafted, just turned it off.
Oh, yeah. As soon as Sanders was drafted, I just put the volume down low and read my book.
Yeah.
And
did you finish, by the way?
What was that? Oh, yeah, I did finish. So we could start a new one. I did. I finished it that day.
Perfect.
Or yesterday. I finished it. It's done.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, it was interesting. It was fun. It's like, the first part of the draft always the most fun because the players come out, you get all the background. When it gets towards the end, it's just like they just call the names and you move on.
Yeah, I was driving home from LA during the first part of the draft, so I missed all of that. Yeah. But I mean, if we would have had like the first draft pick, I probably would have pulled over and watched it or something. But
well, it was funny because they do the countdown. It's the same thing as when we do fantasy, right? So they did the countdown, and I'm watching. And it's the first pick. And I'm like, how is it taking you 10 minutes? Like, there's no one in front of you. You know exactly going into this, what you're going to do. Why are we waiting until the clock runs out? You know what I mean? It just takes so long. It's like, just keep the thing moving.
Oh, yeah. It's like Colts are on the clock. And you're like, and then sometimes it's like right away. And you're like, all right, Doug, there's a whole team working on this. And then it's like, but that's when sometimes sorry, something's in my eye. When they take a long time, I'm like, oh, are they trying to trade or something happen? And then, all of a sudden a trade happens and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though. I figured we could talk about our teams first and then get into like the other draft drama.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I have some things to say. So teams.
Go for it. I feel like you guys did way better in the draft than we did. So let's start with the team that did well.
Well, I did look at, what was it, the rankings of the draft for each teams. And not that those things mean anything, right? It's, again, fantasy football. It says you got an F and you win. Are you all right?
Dude, it's like got eyelashes in my eyeball.
This is like the last 2 times we've gone live. Poor Ashley. So we got an A-. You guys got a B+, I believe.
Depends on which.
That's true. That's true. Because then there was one I saw that we got a D or something. So I don't know what they base it on. But anyway, to be honest with you, I didn't have someone in my heart that I was hoping for. I did want a tight end. I think that's where we're really struggling right now. I'm still hoping that Keenan Allen is coming back. But we did draft Omari and Hampton for our the 22nd pick. So running back. So that'd be good. So we've got Najee Harris and then we've got him. So I'm excited to see. I mean, it's very new running back squad for us. Then, I'll just go through them. I'm not going to say which round. So Trey Harris was the wide receiver that we drafted, which makes me a little nervous. So we did draft a wide receiver in the 2nd round. So does that mean we're not going to pick up Allen? I don't know. Then we got Caldwell, Kennard, so edge from South Carolina, Kenadre Smith, who's a wide receiver, and then also a tight end finally. So we do need some help there. So again, I don't know too much about these players because we don't watch college, but excited we have a tight end. And then a couple safeties. So we'll see. I mean, I think we did pretty good, but again, I don't know the players all that well.
It feels like you guys went pretty offensive heavy.
We did.
Yeah.
We did, which I was surprised with. Getting rid of Nick Bosa and a few others. I thought that we would focus a little bit more on defense, but I do believe that coach is a offense heavy kind of guy. So, we'll see. We needed it. We needed some help.
Yeah.
We didn't draft a backup quarterback at some point, though. I was like, dude, just fucking pick up Sanders.
We drafted a fucking quarterback.
You guys did?
Yeah, I'll get into it. I was like,
But I'm like, we don't have. Sorry, we got Trey Lance now.
oh yeah,
Okay, like, right. We
the
need.
backup keeps getting pushed around.
I mean, I saw Sanders going through all these rounds. I'm like, just pick him up. Like, what's the worst that can happen? He was what they said top
144.
10 pick, and
Oh, yeah.
he's still going in the 4th, 5th round. Like, just fucking draft him.
We'll get into that. So
Yeah.
it's funny you talk about grades because like some of the grades I saw for the 49ers were like the B. The lowest one I saw was a C minus.
Okay.
We had 11 picks, so this is a lot of names. And again, it's not like I know a lot about them. I will say this. We went so defensive heavy in our drafting. And part of me is like, is that because Salah's back? And Salah, like, are we getting back to bully ball? Like, that's what they would call our defense. But we need help on our O-line.
I know. It's frustrating.
We really need help on our O-line. And I know we still have Trent Williams, but I'm like, for what? One more season?
Right.
Like, he's getting older. So we picked up Michael Williams, which was a defensive end. He went to Georgia. I know they feel like he's going to fit into the scheme really well. And I'm like, well, okay. And I heard he's like a really good player. So I'm like, all right, on the other side of Nick Bosa.
Georgia, UGA. Yeah.
Yeah. We got Alfred Collins, a defensive tackle.
Collins.
I know. And it's funny because you're like, get a jersey. And I'm like, my team got me one. I do have a Collins jersey. It just says number 10 on it.
Do we know what number he's going to be yet?
I don't know, but not number 10 because no, Ricky Pearsall's 14. Somebody took number 10.
Okay.
That was Jimmy's number.
Yeah.
Here to Texas, we got Nick Martin out of Oklahoma, a linebacker, which we did need a linebacker because we did lose Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Upton Stout from Western Kentucky, a cornerback, and we've needed help with our corners for a while. And I read a little bit. They said he played really well. He is really short. I want to say they said, as long as I'm not fucking this up, he's the one who's like only 5'8", but like was stellar on the field. We got CJ West, another defensive tackle out of Indiana. Jordan Watkins, a wide receiver out of Ole Miss. And I'm like, all right, we did lose Debo. Ayuk is hurt. We could use some help with our wide receivers. We do have Juwan Jennings. But Juwan Jennings is a free agent next year. So we need to make sure we've got people on the bench. And then we got Jordan James, a running back out of Oregon, which, again, we could use some help. We have McCaffrey, but it's like, I think I saw something. He's back at OTAs, and he's feeling good. So that's good. We got Marquise Sigel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A safety out of Kansas.
Okay.
And I think it was Mustafa we picked up last year. It was a really good safety. Curtis, I don't remember what I wrote here. I don't know how to say his last name. Quarterback out of Indiana.
There you go. There's your QB.
But why? We just signed Mac Jones and gave him like a $2 million contract or whatever to bring him on as our backup. So I'm like,
there's some weird stuff.
Why didn't we go O-line before quarterback? Because then in the next pick, we got Connor Colby, who's a guard out of Iowa. So, okay, cool. A little O-line help.
Right.
All the way. Our second to last pick. And then our last pick was Junior Bergen, another wide receiver out of Montana. So I'm like, we went really heavy on the defense. Although I will say what I read about a lot of these defensive players is they're really good at stopping the run. And that is where we got our ass worked last season.
There you go.
And so with Salah back, I'm like, okay, makes sense. But again, where's the O-line help? I didn't look at any free agency pickups, so I'm not sure if we got any there.
Yeah, I thought you guys, just based on the offseason and how many people you guys got rid of, I thought you would go a little bit heavier on offense. But like you said, I mean, where you struggled the most last year, you kind of made up for it. So makes sense.
Yeah.
And I saw McCaffrey saying something the other day about how he loves all the shit talking and everyone just saying how the 49ers are just not going to be a good team and this and that. And he's like, that's when we come out.
I was about to say, so whenever the 49ers become like the underdog and people start to like doubt them, I swear to God, that's when I watch them play the best football.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm the same, like, I mean, I always go for an underdog. Hello, I'm a Clippers fan now. And they're doing better in
Very
the playoffs than
recent,
the
very
Lakers are.
recent Clippers fan. I love it.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. But
What up, Dean?
hi, Dean. So I guess we'll see. It's exciting. Like we've got OTAs. We haven't really had too much OTA drama. Like Purdy showed up, even though he doesn't have his contract. George Kittle, I believe, showed up recently. He didn't show up in the beginning. McCaffrey's there, but I know they got to work out contracts with Warner and Kittle.
Did I read something about Kittle about to be the highest paid tight end?
He wants to be.
He wants to be. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Hey, David. Thanks for
Hi,
joining.
David. So overall, I mean, it's so hard for me to say how we did in the draft because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we really need to start watching college football this year.
I mean, I can maybe dedicate time to highlights and things like that, but it's tough.
It's like a whole. We already watch football 3 days a week. That's like adding an entire, like your whole weekend. That's like all day Saturday.
All day Saturday. Yeah. I know. Or catching up on the highlights, just getting to know the players better, I think. And it helps with fantasy football too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I watched quite a few Colorado games this last season. Like I was connected to, what are they, the Buffaloes? Like I did watch some of their games.
Yeah, I pick up some here and there, but
yeah.
We'll see. So since we've got Dean on, hold on. David says the report about Kittle wanting to be the highest paid tight end was refuted by Kittle himself.
I feel like Kittle just wants to win a damn Super Bowl. I feel like a lot of those veterans just want to win a Super Bowl at this point.
Yeah, they've been playing for so long. I mean, Kittle seems to me like such a decent guy. Like sure, they want to get paid, right? But I can't see him being like diva-ish, like Ayuk. But anyway, so those are our picks. Great, exciting. Just bring me back football now. But did you see, so I know you were in the car, but did you see any highlights from at least the top 10? No.
The only thing I saw was Cam Ward, who I'm not surprised Cam Ward went first, but I think what I saw was that he came so understated compared to like every other individual in the draft, like super simple suit, no flashy jewelry, no entourage, like no girlfriend. And I did see everybody saying that's a guy who's going to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Like he's focused, he's laser focused and ready to go. So that's all I saw.
Well, what I'm going to talk about is the complete opposite of that. So the second round pick, who I believe Dean really wanted for the Pats, I think
Travis Hunter.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me about it.
So have you seen him?
I think I saw things where he like pulled the jersey out of someone's hand or something hit like the Heisman.
He just cracks me up. So he's wearing this super bright pink blazer, right? I mean, a guy that wears bright pink like that, I just love right out the gate anyway. But he's just got this swag, football players, a lot of them do, and it's like, are you completely full of yourself? I mean, are you just super stylish? Like what's going on? But he carried himself so well. And the way he came out, like he just seems like one of those super lovable guys. He was super funny. He got on stage. He's dancing with everyone. Like he's just, I don't know. He's got that energy. And I was like, oh, I want to watch that guy. Like I definitely want to watch that guy. But also a wide receiver and a cornerback. Like
I know. And he went to the Jags, right?
Yes. So
Trevor, they say he's like a once in a lifetime. Like he's one of those like players that's like doesn't come around very often.
Yeah, no, he seems legit. I'm excited I do not like the Jaguars, but I am excited to see him play. But he was probably my favorite one to watch.
Yeah. But like, let's be real. All the drama of the draft was around Shedeur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Actually, it was kind of annoying.
It was. David said Travis Hunter, yeah.
But that was
well, you have a theory about that. So
I do. I do. I have a theory about this, and I talked to Ray about it on Saturday
Okay.
because I was like, "Did you watch the draft?" And he's like, "No." So he says that he thinks my theory lines up. So my theory was that teams don't want to deal with Dion. That Dion is so overly involved with his son's careers, and he is such a large personality that I think people don't want that in their organization, right? Like football's a business. And like you think of like those players that are like extra cocky, like we were just saying, it's like
Yeah.
how does that impact the locker room? But then you have your dad, fuck, it's Deion Sanders. Like he was a good football player. Like no one's taking that away. But
Yeah.
that's a lot to deal with. And it seems like he's so hands-on. And then I was talking to Ray about it. He's like, nobody wants to deal with that attitude.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it makes sense,
I
but
also saw another theory.
oh, with that.
I just saw it. It said that NFL purposely had them draft Sanders so late because they knew people were watching the draft, waiting for him to be drafted. And that as soon as he was drafted, the ratings dropped.
That's a conspiracy shit.
I know, but I was like,
I mean, well, it's funny too, because what his dad said back in 2017, 18, whatever it was, 19, how he was just talking shit on the Browns, right?
yep.
And then here he goes. So
And they've got like 5 quarterbacks.
okay, so yeah, they do. So they signed 2 in March. So Flacco and Pickett, which I mean, they're not
Yeah.
anyway. None of the quarterbacks they have are great. Then they have Deshaun Watson, who's still guaranteed money this year, right? But then they drafted Dylan Gabriel on Friday.
Yeah.
And then drafted him on Saturday. It's like, what's happening? What's the thought process? It's like that TikTok I posted. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. And then also like Shador's a good player, but he's actually not great.
no. I
Uh,
mean, sorry, I got distracted. Let's see. The Browns traded for Kenny Pickett. They signed Joe Flacco, then drafted Gabriel. Yep, exactly. It's crazy. Dean thinks he's going to be legendary.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, especially with him going so far in the draft. Like he's got a chip on his shoulder, like ready to go out there and prove. And then I don't know, man. Imagine the pressure of being Deion Sanders' kid and then going and playing in the NFL. Like,
Well, then I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true. You guys might know. I heard that Shiloh, that's his name, right? His little brother.
yeah,
There was something about him firing his dad and it was a joke, but I think it was actually true that he did let him go because it just wasn't working out for him. And it's like, I mean, look at your older brother. What's happening there? He's supposed to be this, top 10 pick, and you're going all the way to the 5th round. I mean, I
yeah.
don't know if I would want my dad to represent me anymore either.
But yeah, I agree. And then also just being able to be independent and build your own brand. Like the Sanders brothers have their brand. How do you build your brand outside of your father, though? Like his prime times is that's his deal. That's his brand. Like let the kids figure out what
You
they're
have to. You have
Yeah.
to. You
Yeah.
can't. Yeah. So Dean says Shadora was best QB in the Big 12. And then David said she did hire an agent. Yep. So
Yeah, it's probably a smart business move. He also didn't he also say he didn't want to participate in the draft? Like that was a choice he made.
right.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel like
taking different approaches. Like
yeah. Totally.
yeah.
So that was crazy drama. So will be interesting to see what happens there. I mean, I don't know who are they going to start? You got 5 quarterbacks.
Well, I guess they're going to figure some things out during camp.
Again, we should have
I
just
don't
picked him up.
I don't think Deshaun Watson's playing anymore.
Deshaun Watson.
I don't know why. I mean, they just got to pay him. He's going to
Yeah.
put him on the practice squad. I don't know. Like
They'll
is he
probably play them all and see what happens in practice and preseason, whatever. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Sanders end up starting.
I wouldn't either. So
The other one that I did want to note, which I thought was a really good pickup was my dear friends, the Raiders.
Ashton Genty.
Genty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I think most Raiders fans wanted him. It was actually they were talking about Sanders too. Like a lot of Raiders fans were talking about Sanders. So I know people were really, really happy with this pickup. So I don't know. It's funny, like when you think you know what a team's gonna pick and then they don't.
Because we don't know anything.
We're passionate guys, we're not experts. We try. Did you
We
have
don't
any
know
clue who you guys were gonna pick?
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like if you don't have like one of the first 5, maybe 10, I know we had pick 11. You don't really know because you're right. There's those like top 5 individuals that you're like, they're going to go in the top 5. After that, I'm like, there's just, I mean, what is there, 7 rounds?
Yeah, and then everyone's waiting at this point, and you get to whatever towards the end of the first round, and Sanders is still sitting out there. So it's like everyone's just waiting for that guy to get picked up. You know what I mean? And that you're probably right. That's why everybody watched.
I was watching it on Saturday, waiting, and I told you I was like upstairs doing laundry, and I heard them call the name, and I ran downstairs and I texted him like, "Hold on, he just got drafted." Like,
yeah. We're talking about the next Mr. Irrelevant, you know?
I thought maybe he would be. He was not.
Close.
That's where I was going. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Is this the next Brock Purdy? Which is not a bad look. I mean, look at Brock Purdy.
Well, if you look at historically, you know, players, Kittle, I think he was 3rd or 4th round.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Max Crosby, Brady. I mean, there's tons of them, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's been so many good players coming out of like the 5th, 6th, and 7th round that we see.
St. Brown.
Yeah. It's all whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
speaking of St. Brown, Chargers are kicking off the season in July. Yeah. The Hall of Fame game, playing the Lions.
Oh, we should go to the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Well, you might be able to do that. I can't.
I don't think there's any 49ers being inducted this year. Is Frank Gore getting inducted this year, or is he next year?
David might know.
I think he might be 2026 ballot.
Jean says Watson will miss all of the year, basically. Yeah.
Yep. Just collecting a paycheck. I was going to make a really inappropriate comment. I'm not going to say it.
Keep it to ourselves.
Okay. Outside of the draft, did you see that drama surrounding Saquon this morning?
No.
He went to go play golf with Trump, and it is all over the internet right now. Pictures of him playing, because you know the Eagles went and saw Trump, but a few key players stayed behind and refused to go meet the president. And then Saquon was out there playing golf with him, and people a little upset.
Was it? Oh my God, why am I blanking? Who's the quarterback?
Jalen Hurts.
He did not.
He did not go.
Yeah.
He refused to go.
I did see that.
And I was like, ew.
There's going to be a lot of political drama this year, I feel.
Well, I mean, Trump is taking credit for Sanders getting drafted because he says he made a comment about him not being drafted yet, and then he got drafted right after that.
He did make a comment. He was telling the NFL that they're idiots and that, you know, pick this guy up right now, whatever. But it's like, dude, you're not the reason why he got drafted.
No, let's not get into politics. I don't need to do that. But that was on the news today.
Frank Gore is eligible 2026.
Great. So maybe I'll go in 2026.
I would love to go.
Antonio Gates is getting this year.
Oh, we have to go. When is it?
It's usually in August.
Maybe.
It's like the first weekend of August.
Let's see. Steelers made a mistake not drafting Sand. I agree with that.
Do they have a quarterback?
They have. I don't think they have like a QB1. Yeah. Where did Russell end up going? It just happened not that long ago. Oh, I just saw it. I don't know. One of you guys will know.
I'm looking right now. Russell Wilson.
Beat Ashley, guys. Beat Ashley.
Hold on. I feel like I just got a lot of pressure right now. The Giants.
That's right. It's the Giants. Yeah. Ah, David was right there. Yeah. Beat him. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Look, the draft is over. OTAs, training camps. We're getting so much closer to the preseason. I mean, what is it? May, June, July, August. 4 months. It's going to fly by.
Yeah, we're getting very close.
And then it's back.
I know. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. Yesterday, I was just like missing the background. I was just missing everything about football.
You know what I noticed? And I don't know if this is just me. Maybe anybody else can relate or you can relate. I can sit on my couch all day on Sunday watching football and feel productive. Like I don't feel like I'm being lazy and not doing anything. But if I sit on my couch on a Sunday and just binge watch a TV show all day, I feel so lazy or like not accomplished. Like, why is it different when I'm watching football?
Because we're doing work, man. Gotta prepare for the live when we go live.
Well, you're like into it when you're watching football. You know what I mean? Like I'm like jumping. I'm like,
well, yeah, it's not just like you're not. I mean, people will argue this, but we're not just watching mindless TV. Like it's athleticism.
Yeah, I'm jumping around. I'm getting that exercise in too.
Mason Rudolph, that's right.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
Well, we're getting close to making our predictions for. Well, we're gonna get the schedule out in a bit.
Yeah, in May.
And then prediction time. It's my favorite time.
Yeah, we got to get our predictions done earlier this year. I feel like the last few years we've been a little late to the game, but we're doing so much better, guys, with our consistency here. Also, thanks for joining us on a Monday. We know it's usually Tuesday, but I fly to Washington tomorrow and I'm unavailable for like 7 days.
Thank you for joining us on a Monday. Absolutely. And I know everyone that's watching right now, I'm pretty sure you guys follow us on Instagram, touchdowns _and_ tight ends. Also follow us on TikTok because Ashley has been doing the TikTok thing for a while. I have recently become obsessed, but we're trying to post everything from TikTok to Instagram. It just hits different on TikTok. So if you don't follow us there, make sure to do that because we post some funny stuff.
We do. We're trying. I mean, we'll take all the feedback. If you like something, let us know. If you're like, Ashley, Nicole, that was so damn lame.
You guys are dumb.
Let us know. So and then we go live again May 13th. That's what's in my calendar.
So that's my question for you. Are we going every other week right now still? Or are we doing,
I think we can go every other week until August, until preseason.
So May 13th is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I will be down at my mom's, but yes, I can do that.
Oh, because the baby shower's that week.
Mm-hmm.
Just come to my house. We'll do it together.
Or if I drive Tuesday, probably not.
No, you're fine.
If I end up coming Monday, because I might come surprise my mom for Mother's Day.
No, you're fine because I'm in stores Wednesday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so yes, 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Join us. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks. I'm predicting it'll be like maybe a quieter 2 weeks, but I could be really wrong.
Maybe.
You never know. Actually, that's a lie. They're still working contracts and stuff out with key players.
Dean says Patriots are so back. Playoffs incoming, 10-win season. Dean, I will say I think you guys are coming back. I think it's going to be a great year for you. I think you guys did really well in the draft. I know that you were really wanting Travis Hunter, but it sounds like you were happy with what you guys got. So again, it's going to be exciting. You know, every year there's certain teams that we don't think about or we don't talk about, which completely fall off the radar. And then like week 6, you're like, God, I didn't even think about this team this year. So
yeah. And then the teams that we think are going to be good, we're like, ooh. Oh, that was one of our safeties, I believe. That's good. That's good.
That's good. No torn
People
ACL.
need wait, somebody did get hurt in training camp. Derek Carr got really hurt, and then I feel like somebody else. Oh,
Carr had a miscarriage.
I saw that today. Sorry. This is what it was. And this is like kind of, I don't know how I feel about this. So, like, the Broncos got Dre Greenlaw from us, which is,
He got hurt.
Yep. And I was like,
I was just gonna
damn.
say. Yeah.
I mean, he's been hurt for us like the last 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
So then we went to the Broncos. I was like, and he's not even going to play, or at least till midseason.
It happens. I mean, that's probably, I shouldn't say exciting, but that's some of the news we're going to start seeing as all these injuries start coming in.
Injuries and contracts. Yep.
Yeah.
And then figuring out starters.
So,
yeah.
So Greenlaw got hurt. Yeah.
It's a bummer, dude. I just want to watch him play. He's so good.
Mm-hmm. Could be like the Commanders. Commanders are coming back strong too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's where Debo went.
I know. Debo and Eckler, man, together. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining us. I know Ashley's got to go to bed at 8:00 tonight, so we're going to let her go a little early.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But we love you guys. Thank you. As always, again, follow us, Instagram, TikTok, subscribe here, YouTube, hit the little bell. We'll set up the call for 2 weeks from tomorrow so that you guys can subscribe. And when it goes live, it will notify you. So
thanks, guys. Have a great 2 weeks.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.